I will be starting the session in next 1 minute. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session of Pre-Bell with William O'Neill India. In this session, we'll take you through Nifty 50 chart placement, along with its probable opening, some key global news and events, how US markets fared through the night, how Asian markets are trading at the moment, and at the end, chart of the day for you. So without much ado, let's start with Nifty 50 chart analysis for the day. We all know we started the week with Nifty 50 in confirmed uptrend with a distribution day count at 0. So what's a distribution day? So distribution day is a way of tracking weakness in the market, which is created by William O'Neill India. So distribution day is one. Nifty falls by 0.2% on volumes higher than the previous day. So on Monday and Tuesday, we both had a fall of more than 0.2%. But Monday's fall qualified as a distribution day because volume was higher than that of Friday's session. Even talking about yesterday's session, Nifty had a muted opening with kind of a negative bias, and it ended around 0.7 to 0.8% lower. During the day, it breached its 100 DMA as well, and even the strategic level of 16,500, which should, for markets to display strength, should get recovered during this week's expiry if the market has to display strength going forward. But yesterday's session did not count as a distribution day because the fall was greater than 0.2%, but volumes were still less than that of Monday's session. So overall distribution day count stays at 1 and is considered low, and markets continued to stay in confirmed uptrend. Going forward, we expect Nifty to stay above to recover its 100 DMA for it to show signs of strength going forward. Talking about the key news as the result session is going on, post the market hours, L&T's Q1 FY23 uh, was the biggest result. So it was kind of a miss on the estimates where revenue increased by 22.2% YOY to 35,853.2 crores. EBITDA increased by 24.8% YOY to 3,956 crores. EBITDA margin expanded by 24 bps YOY to 11.04%. PAT increased by 45% YOY. On the order book front, order inflow for the quarter was around 41,805 crores, and the consolidated order book stood at 3.63 lakh crores. Talking about the international orders, it's standing at 28% of the consolidated order book. The other results were Tata Power and EPL. So Tata Power Q1 FY23 revenue increased by 43.1%, EBITDA declined by 28.2%, and you can see sharp margin contraction in on the EBITDA front, and EBITDA margins at 11.6% versus 23.1% YOY. PAT was up 103% YOY. EPL was the another one that released its results. So revenue increased by 4.1% YOY. EBITDA declined by 13.3%, and margin contracted by 320 BPS YOY to 15.1%, and PAT declined by 42.3%. Talking about the major results which are expected to today are the three big results are Bajaj Finance, Maruti Suzuki, and Tata Motors. The others are Biocon, Colgate, Clean Science, JK Lakshmi Cement, VIP Industry, among others. Talking about the global market, US markets were jittery before the expected US Fed meeting, which is expected to deliver its rate hike, which is fairly priced in of 75 BPS in the tonight's meeting, and mostly with hawkish commentary going forward. So the trajectory of the US interest rates is expected to be released. That is, uh, which is going to be important, uh, and uh, uh, and similarly, your US market reacted to that. So your Dow Jones is down by 0.7%, S&P 500 by 1.2%, and your interest rate sensitive Nasdaq was down by 1.9%. Talking about the Asian markets, the Shanghai Composite was on flattish note, trading by 0.1% lower, Kospi by 0.6% lower, and Nikkei was trading 0.3% higher. USD INR was trading around 79.82. Crude oil was trading lower at $99.4. Yesterday it was around 101, 102. And US 10-year treasury is at 2.81. 2-year is around 3.23. So which is still an inversion between 10-year and 2-year. Talking about the SGX Nifty, it's indicating a muted opening and a kind of a negative bias. But with the US opening, with the US markets closing lower, we can expect some kind of pressure in today's market as well. Talking about the sectoral view, many indices, including the broader market indices, the main indices are in rally. Only pharma is in rally attempt. IT and energy continues to remain in under pressure with D-Day count at 6 and 3. The overall the D-Day count in the broader market indices and the main market indices continue to remain uh, benign, which is a good sign. Except for your Nifty IT, all the other indices are trading about the 50 DMA. Talking about Bank Nifty, which is a major component in your Nifty 50, is trading around 200 DMA. It was trading above the 200 DMA as well, closed minorly below its 200 DMA. For Nifty to show strength signs going forward, should reclaim its 200 DMA going forward. Talking about your FMCG and auto, those are the two sectors that are showing huge signs of trends as they are trending nearly 10.7% and 9.8% above their 200 DMA. So our chart of the day is Asahi India Glass. And before we talk about the stock, it should not be considered as a buy or sell recommendation, and we will just discussing it for educational purpose. The stock will be releasing its Q1 FY23 results on Friday. And if we talk about Asahi India Glass, it is a proxy play on the Indian uh, on the Indian automotive and your infrastructure glass segment, that is the real estate segment. Talking about the automotive segment, it has a market share of 75% in the Indian market and is the second largest player in the infrastructure glass segment. So overall, the stock is forming a stage one cup with a handle base with good accumulation on the right hand side of the cup with growing number of funds as well. Overall, the ratings remain good. The price strength is good at 86, buy demand at AM minus, and the stock is minus 2% from the pivot. So let's see how the stock behaves around the results and around the pivot as well, and whether it's able to give a breakout in this week, uh, and uh, uh, and how the stock trends after the results is released. So thank you, and stay tuned to this space of Rebel with William Moon in India. And do connect with us in the after hours with William Moon in India session as well, which is held on Monday to Friday at 4:30 p.m. sharp. Thank you.